Today's top 5 is going to be a little different than usual. What we're actually going to be doing is showing you guys a couple of classes that I've never shown you before. Now, I'm going to be showing guns, obviously, that I love in this game and that I have shown you guys before, just a complete different class than it was. But I also have two guns on this list that I never really spoke about. One of those being the BAS-P. A lot of people, they bash that gun, but it's pretty good. And another gun being the TAQ-V. Now, the TAQ-V, I never leveled up until recently. And guys, I have a class setup that I want to show you. It is definitely not clickbait at all. This thing is literally a two-shot class. I want to go right here and show you guys quickly. It is disgusting, and I'm talking about all ranges, not just close range. So I want to show you guys here, just like you could two-shot every single distance. So you go for this one right here. There's one to the chest, one to the head. Here's one to the chest, and again, one to the head. And then even at long distance, it's a little harder to hit that headshot, so it might be a little harder. There you go, two shots. It was gonna be a little harder to show you guys the long distance, but it's literally two shots up close, two shots mid, and two shots at long range. I just want to show you guys close range. It drops fast. Mid range, it drops fast. And long range, if you hit those shots, it drops fast as well. So definitely use these guns I'm gonna talk to you guys about today. They're overpowered, they're insane, and you're gonna want to use these. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another top 5 most overpowered class setup video. Today we're going to be looking at 5 guns that you want to use, abuse, and do what you got to do with it, man. Before we get into the video, if you could drop a like, I would truly appreciate that. Sub to the channel with those notifications turned on, and let me know down in the comments below what is your favorite weapon in the game. Now, before we get into the TAQ-V class, there is some classes I wanted to show you guys, and one of them is the Lachmann sub, the MP5. One of the best guns in the game in terms of ADS and sprint to fire. This is probably the fastest one in the SMG category, probably in the whole game. Actually, the ADS on this thing is kind of instant for an SMG. This thing has like no recoil whatsoever. You'll be hitting those shots. It'll be easy to use, and I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love this class. So the first thing on this one is the muzzle, and that is the X10RR40. This gives you sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. Now, it does take away some ADS and aiming stability, but you guys already saw it has a very fast ADS. The tuning for this attachment is going to be 0.50 towards ADS and plus 0.39 towards bullet velocity. After that, we got the barrel, which is the L38 Falcon 226mm. For the pros on this one is movement speed and ADS, whereas the cons are bullet velocity and recoil control. But I mean, come on, you guys saw the recoil as well. It's not bad. The tuning for this is going to be 0.32 towards recoil steadiness and 0.25 towards damage range. The next attachment is a laser. Now, normally I would always recommend not running lasers on your guns because they are visible, and flashlights, they're visible as well. But since tuning has come to lasers, they've been a lot better, and it's actually worth using. So this one right here is going to be the VLK laser 7 megawatts. This gives you ADS, it gives you sprint to fire, which is really needed on every single gun, and it gives you aiming stability. The tuning on this one is going to be sprint to fire at 0.27 and ADS at 21.39. Now, sprint to fire in this game is very slow right off the bat. So whatever attachments you could throw on to actually give you a good amount of sprint to fire but don't take away too much recoil and stuff, they're worth using. The next attachment is going to be the stock, and this is the Mirror Recoil 56 factory stock. That is a long name, but it's a good one. This one gives you aiming stability, it gives you recoil control, which is really nice, and it also gives you sprint speed, so you can get around the map a lot quicker. So I really like this attachment. I haven't used it much, but I started using it recently and it's great. Now, the tuning on this one is 1.55 towards ADS, and then you leave the other one at 0, aiming idle stability and aim walking speed. Just leave it at 0, don't even touch the tuning on that. And the final attachment for this one is the Lachmann TCG10 for recoil control, where the tuning is going to be 0.23 towards ADS and 0.16 towards sprint to fire time. So that's the MP5 class. It's a great class. You guys definitely want to use it. Let's get on to another class, and that's going to be the TAQ-V. The TAQ-V is actually a really good gun. I didn't have it leveled up. 2 days ago, I had this gun at level 2, I think. So I'm happy that I actually leveled this up completely. It's really good. The tuning is great on this gun as well, and I just love it, man. So the muzzle is the Polar Fire S, which gives you sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. It does take away some ADS, but we don't have to worry about that too much. In the tuning, you're going to put the ADS up instead of the recoil smoothness. You're going to put the ADS up to about 1.20, and then you're going to leave the bullet velocity up, but just slightly at 0.34. After that, we got the barrel, which is going to be the Lance 50 12-inch barrel, which gives you ADS speed and hip recoil control. It's kind of nice to have that, but the hip recoil control isn't needed too much. On this one, you're going to put the damage range up just slightly as well to about 0.10, just to make sure we keep that two-shot distance, and then you're going to put the recoil steadiness up as well, all the way up to the max. You can actually max this one out and make makes no difference. It's actually really good. The optic is going to be the Slimline Pro, and this one's great because it actually just it makes shots a lot easier to hit. You're going to put it to close all the way, and then you're going to put the ADS up slightly as well, just to about 2.10, and you should be good right there. The second to last attachment is the magazine. You're going to put the 30 round rather than the 50 round because the 50 round is a drum. It's very, very slow. The 30 round is a mag. You get 10 extra bullets rather than the stock 20 that you get, so I like it at that. And then the final attachment is the rear grip, and that's the demo clean shot grip for sprint to fire and ADS, which is really needed on a weapon like this. Now you're going to put the sprint to fire up to about 0.17, and instead of the ADS, you're going to put the recoil steadiness up to 0.60, and it's going to actually play out really nice there, and the gun's going to be really good. So yeah, like I said, this gun's a 2-shot weapon at long range, close range, mid range. And even at close and mid-range, if you don't hit the headshot, at close and mid-range, it is actually just a 2-shot gun. Look at this right here. So we're going to go for the upper chest, and it's going to be 2 shots as well. I'm not sure about long distance. I will try it, maybe just to make sure it is as well. But this gun, even if you don't hit those headshots, it's actually at 2 shots everywhere without headshots. So it's crazy good, this gun, okay? You want to use this gun. It shoots a little slower than most weapons in the game, but if you could get the hang of it, if you could start using this gun at mid to long range, you will be killing everyone before they could even ADS at you. So yeah, use it for sure and do what you got to do with it. The next weapon on this list is the M4. Now this M4 class, I've recently given you guys something very similar to it, but this one's actually really good. So the muzzle is going to be the Cronin Ma 86 for muzzle flash. I was going to say muzzle. What the heck is that? Muzzle flash concealment, recoil stabilization, and recoil steadiness. The tuning is going to be 0.42 towards ADS and 0.25 towards gun kick control. The barrel is going to be the high tower 20-inch barrel for bullet velocity, damage range, recoil control, and hipfire accuracy. The tuning on this one is going to be 0.19 towards recoil steadiness and 0.25 towards ADS. The laser, like I said, man, lasers are good to use now. They're fun to use, and I do like using them. The laser is going to be the Corio Laze 44V3 or Laz 44V3, whatever you want to call it. You get ADS and aiming stability. The tuning is going to be 0.19 towards sprint to fire and 24.68 towards ADS. Now, we don't need an optic on this gun. It's really good. The magazine, you could run a higher one like the 60 or the 45. I just don't like running it, so I ran a stock instead for the Demo Fade Pro stock, and this one gives you sprint speed and aim walking speed. Literally nothing else, but it does help out nicely. So the ADS is going to be at 2.19 in the tuning, and then for the aiming idle stability and the aim walking speed, leave it at 0. I never recommend changing that one. It's actually good the way it is. Now the final one is the rear grip, and that's going to be the Phantom grip for sprint to fire and ADS. Now the sprint to fire, you're going to put at 0.12, and the ADS you're going to set at 0.52. So that's the class setup for the M4 right there. We got 2 more weapons on this list, and one of them is one of my favorite weapons in the game. I literally gave you guys this class the other day. If you saw the video for the Fennec, you could skip the next minute or 2 in the video and go to the last class, but guys, trust me, this is a nice Fennec class, all right? It's actually really, really good. The barrel is the Forge TAQ Ninja. Now the Forge TAQ Ninja is a great barrel. You get sound suppression, which is awesome. I mean, it's cool, it's whatever. I just like the sound of the shots when they come out suppressed, but it doesn't take you off the map or anything because the map doesn't even work like that anymore. But you get bullet velocity, you get damage range, and you get recoil control. You go into the tuning, you're going to put the recoil steadiness up to 0.40 and the damage range up to 0.27. So the good thing about this is that the gun is actually really, really solid. There's barely any recoil at long range, and it still kills really, really fast at close range. The laser is going to be the VLK Laser 7 Megawatt, which is ADS, sprint to fire, and aiming stability. The tuning on this one is going to be 0.29 sprint to fire, and the ADS is going to be set at 16.45, so it's really good right there. The next attachment is one that I normally wouldn't run, but that's ammunition, and for the ammunition I put 0.45 overpressured P, which is nice, and it gives the enemy flinch. But the tuning on this one is something that really works in your favor, and that's recoil smoothness at 0.50 and recoil steadiness at 6.10. That's going to help your gun out a lot, and it makes it a lot more accurate at those long range shots. The rear grip is going to be the Fennec rubber grip, which gives you sprint to fire and ADS, and obviously in the tuning we're going to put the ADS up to 0.71, and we're going to put the sprint to fire up at 0.13, and that is the class. I think I forgot the stock. So the stock is the FTAC X Command stock, which gives you recoil control. In the tuning, you're going to put the ADS to 1.55, and the aim walking speed, I actually did change it on this gun to 0.85, and the reason I changed this is because when I'm aiming down sights, this gun's fast already, I just want it to be slightly quicker so I can dodge shots a little nicer. So yeah, that's it for the Fennec right there. Let's move on to the final weapon on this list, and that is the BAS-P. The BAS-P is a really good gun, okay? A lot of people don't use it. A lot of people think it's bad. It's a really good gun. The muzzle on this one is going to be the X10RR40, which gives you sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. The tuning on it is going to be 1.08 towards recoil smoothness, and then this one as well, the bullet velocity is going to be at 0.48. You want these shots to go far and fast. The barrel is going to be the 12-inch Bruin SZ36 for bullet velocity, damage range, recoil control, which is really nice, and hip fire accuracy. The tuning on this is going to be 0.35 towards recoil steadiness and 0.09 towards ADS. So this gun's actually solid. It kills fast. It's kind of a slower shooter when compared to some other SMGs, but it's really, really accurate at range. That's why I built this class kind of for range as well, because it's fast, it's a good SMG to use, and it's really nice at all ranges, basically. The laser is going to be the VLK Laser 7 megawatt for ADS, sprint to fire speed, and the useless aiming stability. So this one's actually nice. You get sprint to fire speed at 0.27 in the tuning, and you get ADS at 21.39, and this gun's gonna be solid. Going on to the second to last attachment, we got the stock, and that's the Ravage 8 for aiming stability and recoil control. Now the recoil control on this one's really, really good. That's why I'm throwing it on, but be aware that there's a lot of cons, okay? You get aim walking speed as a con, sprint speed, ADS speed, and crouch movement speed. Now, crouch movement speed, I don't really care for, so there's 3 cons, basically, at least in my eyes. In the tuning, the ADS is going to be at 1.94, and the aiming walking speed and aiming idle stability, leave it at 0 again for this class, and let's move on to the final attachment, which is the rear grip, and that's the Bruin Flash Grip for sprint to fire and ADS. You guys already know ADS is going up to 0.48, and sprint to fire is going up to 0.22 on this one, and that is the class setup for the BAS-P. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel with those notifications turned on, guys. We could use all the subs we could get, and let me know down in the comments below what is your favorite weapon that maybe other people aren't using as often as you are in the game. Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.